This is Ratt Man, Rich Fomer, and this is your Superkick, where offenses are taken and not a fuck is given. Let's get right down to business. TNA Impact Wrestling. I'm going to start here. This week, 4 matches. Really? 4 matches? Is that all you can muster? Listen, I'm a TNA fan. Huge fan of TNA. Far from being a fanboy. I already explained in the last Superkick video I did. I explained what a mark was. I am a mark. I do enjoy my professional wrestling. I enjoy real professional wrestling. 4 matches in a 2-hour span. ROH, and I said this in the Ratt report, ROH has 3 matches, 4 matches sometime in an hour's period. 1 hour. And they can fit all that because I don't have all the bullshit. I don't care what goes on behind the scenes. I don't care about looking at the one thing I will say this week on Impact Wrestling was Taz said it right. You don't have to be champion to be the best in the business, to be the best in the company at all. At all. You could, you know what? There's guys that are out there that are trying to be better than Kurt Angle, trying to be better than Bobby Lashley. And when Bobby Roode was champion, the better guy was Austin Aries. I believe that Austin Aries is better than Bobby Roode. But that's my opinion. All offenses are taken and a fuck is given. And that's it. AJ Lee leaving. I'm going to say this. I am not uneducated. I just want to point this out. I got into it. Well, I'm not going to mention any names. There's no need for it. Somebody said I was uneducated, and this comes from a professional wrestling talent. I was a fan until the douchebag said that. Now, fuck you about him, and that's all there is to it. He kind of Rikishi'd me, you know what I mean? Rikishi fought too. He's in the Hall of Fame, and he didn't even thank Too Cool to help him. If it wasn't for Too Cool, then he would have died out with the Sultan. Let me tell you something. I am not a Rikishi fan at all. I was. When he was Simone SWAT team, I thought he did good. He really good. But then he kind of like fell into obscurity when he went singles. And if it wasn't for Too Cool, he wouldn't be around. And let me tell you something. The Usos are no better. And they're his own kids. And he did the Too Cool dance with the Usos and not Too Cool because, he pissed me off. Scotty 200 Brian Christmas, you pissed me off. Oh, my nipples are so big. I don't really give a shit. Because personally, I think you're a piece of shit. But anyway, on with this. AJ Lee leaving. Good. I think the Bellas need to leave next. Ava Marie needs to leave next. And get all of them. Keep Natalya. Keep Paige. Keep Tamina. Bring up Sasha Banks, bring up Charlotte, bring up all the good talent, maybe good talent, from NXT, and get rid of all those crap freaking divas and give them a real name, like Women's Champion, again, and not, it's just embarrassing. I think if AJ Lee leaving, I think that's a good thing. The Bellas have to leave now. Cameron needs to leave. Naomi needs to leave. Because I'm telling you, somebody's going to get hurt. Look at Oksana. Oksana hurt Naomi. I thought that was funny. I laughed. I still think it's funny. But that's an example. You don't have talent. You're going to bust somebody up. You're going to get hurt. You're going to hurt somebody else. And I get in the ring with a real wrestler. I'm going to get myself hurt. Or I'm going to hurt them. And that's not something that you want. I know they've been doing it for a few years. And, they've been, throwing that Divas title around and crawling around the ring. And I guess that's the criteria. If you could crawl around the ring, stick your butt out and your tits out and get bigger chests and more silicone implants, then I guess that's what makes you a professional wrestler in the eyes of Vince McMahon, who would much rather see them laying in the ring completely naked, and that's it. You don't see any ugly ones in there, do you? I don't see any ugly divas in there. I wonder why. And Gail Kim went on record saying that she didn't have the look that Vince McMahon wanted, so she did the POS games. Yeah, the POS games. The stupid matches. All that bullshit that you see there, that's all bullshit. Nobody has it. Shine, Shimmer, NWA, TNA, they all have female wrestlers who can actually perform. AJ Lee, I don't want to see her in there at all. I want to see her gone. Gone. I seen a picture of CM Punk, CM Punk's body, his UFC gloves on, up like this, and then you see AJ's face. I thought that was funny. Yeah, put her in the octagon. Put her in the octagon against Ronda Rousey, and we'll see how good she is. Ronda Rousey will kill her just like that, even in a WWE ring. But you know what will happen? Vince McMahon will be like, well, if you perform for me, Ronda Rousey, I think we just might get something for you. She's gonna be champion. She's gonna be champion. You're a piece of shit, Vince McMahon, and that's all there is to it. Pero Aguayo Jr., I'm sad that he lost. I teared up. I cried a little bit. It's a sad loss for professional wrestling. It's a sad loss in AAA and in Mexico. It was a huge loss. Tributes are all over the place. I watched a tribute on him, and I watched Lucha Underground actually had wrestlers come out. They all came out. Conan, Sexy Star was out there. Everybody was out there. I'm not going to go through all the names. They were all out there, all paying respects. And the hardest thing to watch was this one, including Sexy Star doing the 10 bell salute. As you can tell, it's very difficult for all of them. And it makes me angry that, TNA right away did it. ROH right away did it. Lucha Underground, the next day after it happened, they filmed this tribute to him with the 10 bell salute, all of them in the ring. It was the next day. People got on him because they hadn't posted it yet. You know what? They did a lot more for Aguayo Jr. than TNA did. And TNA posted it right before their match, or right before their shows. WWE, well, if you paid $9.99 for it, then you can watch it. You can watch anything you want for $9.99. Who really gives a shit? With WrestleMania, the only good thing about WrestleMania was the swerve at the end, which I'm actually surprised. Hey, let's give another belt to John fucking Cena. What did he do to deserve another belt? Nothing. Epic fail. People are saying, oh, I want to see Sting versus Undertaker. WrestleMania 32. This would be 20... Oh my God. This would be 23 years. I mean, I understand. He's younger than Sting. Only by 5 years younger than Sting. Let's get them in the ring together and let's get them fighting. No, let's not get them fighting. We don't want to see Undertaker's busted up ass anymore. I've always been a fan of The Undertaker. I like his gimmick. I like the way he carried himself. I wasn't a fan of American Badass, but he still did good. He won WrestleManias. He was 21-0 for many years. Brock Lesnar comes along, gives him a concussion 10 seconds into the match. He spends the next 9 minutes and 50 seconds on his back throughout the entire match. And when he was up, you could see it was like... And then he wrestles Bray Wyatt this year and wins. Why would you want to see him next year? Why would you want to see him the year after that? Dye job in his hair, coming out with the big robe, and rest in peace. Who really cares? We've seen enough of it. Ric Flair did his time well past his welcome. And Arn Anderson, he retired when he did. It was a good time when he retired. He had the neck surgery, couldn't continue. Dean Malenko, same thing. A lot of these guys, the problem is they keep going, they keep going. And they don't want to stop, and they don't know how to stop. Hulk Hogan long-lived his career well past his welcome. 3 times past his welcome. When he came into WCW in the mid-90s for the very first time, he definitely overstayed his welcome when he came back. And then he left, and now he's back again. I don't want to see him anymore. I don't want to see Undertaker. Listen, I'm a fan of Undertaker. I'm a huge fan of Undertaker. But get the hell out of the fucking ring and let the young guys do it. What about Bray Wyatt versus Bret Hart? Why not? What about Bray Wyatt versus somebody better than Undertaker, you know? Abdul Butcher or something like that. I'm just saying, anybody other than Undertaker who just is beaten up. He's old. You see it, visibly see it. Just a bad idea for Undertaker. And I'm sorry, Undertaker fans. I really don't give a shit. This is Ratman Rich Farmer, and you've been super kicked. Oh!